Hey, welcome back, guys. Today we're just going to be installing stuff. I did pick up all the stuff that I was waiting on at O'Reilly's. Got my O2 sensors. I also got a throttle bearing. I ordered this guy online because it was a lot cheaper and I can't really find it at auto parts stores. So I got my new throttle bearing. Came without the sleeve, so I'm just going to take the one that came with the transmission, press out that sleeve and put these guys just boom, made them together. I'm gonna have to use an arbor press, and I got these studs that I was waiting on to put a couple more into the block, make sure that the headers aren't going anywhere. Just got some new studs. See if a camera will focus on them. Yeah, nice and pretty. I also did have to go down to Ace and pick up some hardware because these nuts are slightly different. The factory ones are like this, just a locking flange style, and the ones I need are no flange because they interfere with, I believe it's this guy here. I already did a test fit because I kind of wanted to make sure everything was going to go smooth, but these, probably can't see it well, these don't interfere at all, where this one, the flange hits on that tube and I can't get it to catch onto the stud. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put some different hardware on it, put some Loctite on there, some lock washers, really make sure it doesn't go anywhere. I don't want to have to redo this job, but I also don't want to make it impossible for myself to redo a job if I need to. So the best option, I think, is just throw some new studs, some new hardware, and continue on from there. I think I'm gonna get started by doing the headers first, just kind of give me some motivation to keep on working on the car. Next, I'll remove the automatic pilot bushing and throw in the manual one. From there, finally time to start doing clutch stuff. I'm gonna throw in the flywheel. I have all the hardware for that guy. And then continue on from there and have, I don't know who's gonna help me with the transmission. I'm just gonna have one of the friends come and help me lift the transmission into place. We're going to be using that little red motorcycle stand that the transmission is currently sitting on, but I don't have the car high enough, and the jack that I have here isn't able to lift the car up any higher. So we're just going to have to kind of slide it under there, lift it from under the car onto the motorcycle jack, and then from there we could use the jack to help us out. But there's not a lot of space down there, and it's kind of hard to muscle it up when you're laying down like this. Just no, not really ideal, but it's what we're working with, so it's what we're gonna do. And let's get to installing these headers. So the header on the passenger side is installed. What I did to put those studs in, see that silver one that's real nice and shiny, I use this guy and just go on there, put a little bit of red Loctite on the inside. Do this before you put the headers on. Tighten it down, and then the header, just fish it in from the bottom side, kind of just shimmy it onto there. Make sure you have your gasket. These particular headers, I had to use different hardware, like I showed you guys earlier in the video. Those on the bottom, see if it'll focus. Those on the bottom are the OEM ones, and these up top are the ones I got from Ace. Put a washer behind there, put a little bit of red Loctite on there. And I'm not torquing anything, I'm just going by feel. It hasn't let me down before, so I don't think it's gonna be an issue. The only thing I will actually torque is probably gonna be the transmission, the flex plate, like that actual stuff that's gonna be having a lot of stress on it is gonna be getting torqued. Everything else is just kind of as is. And down there, let me see if I can grab my flashlight. Where'd I set it down? On this side, same thing. You guys can see this side has new hardware or new studs also. So now we're gonna do the driver's side. It's not super difficult. The only thing that is tedious on these, because they are tubular headers, try to get that one right there on this side, try to get that bolt started before all the other ones. That one is basically touching the header. So It's just annoying. That one down in the bottom, that had to do with the wrench also. And on this side, it's a little hidden, so you can't really see it too well. But under this new stud, there's another one. That one I also had to use a wrench. Everything else, I could get a socket in there, which made it way easier. Now, driver's side, I am a little worried because of this guy. So I'll figure out how to do that. Hopefully I can still get a wrench in there. If not, then I am gonna have to take these hoses off, or these lines, get everything out of the way, which like I said, I really don't wanna do, but if I have to, I will. So let me set the camera down, figure out how to put this header in, and we'll get to it. Everyone say hi to the pup. Wow. Right now we're gonna be working on the driver's side. This one is a little bit more, I guess, difficult to get in because of the steering shaft right here. I didn't have to take it out to take out the factory ones. I hope I don't have to take it out to install the driver's side aftermarkets. So I'm just gonna kind of fish it in here. Let's see. Alright, so alright, I am gonna lift the engine up a little bit. Alright, so we got it in, at least into this area. And now, let's see how I'm gonna maneuver this guy. Alright, so it's looking like I have to remove this stud and install it after the header's in. So let me do that real quick. Or let me try to struggle through it a little bit more, I guess. I just can't see what I'm doing over there. Alright, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do because I don't want to damage the gasket on it. Here's what we're dealing with right now, which I am struggling with. So this header, this is the one that I'm struggling with the most because if you can see that right there, this stud, it doesn't interfere, really, it just touches. Like, that's kind of centered, and it's gonna be in about that deep, and it doesn't really touch. But what I am dealing with right now, let's see, let me get something under there. See, this factory nut has a flange on it, so it doesn't line up dead center. So I went and got this guy, and then I thought, you know what, let's put a washer behind it. Went and got this washer, and same thing, it's too wide. So then I got this little washer, which is slightly bigger than the nut, but I have to put them in together at the same time while I'm bringing that header into the stud, like so. And then once it's in, I gotta start turning it. The thing is, there's no space. So I can get this bottom one in. I guess you can't see it. I can get the one that's down here, that one in, and this one, but then this one is too far forward and I can't get the nut in. Or I can get this one and this one in, but then I can't adjust this one. So the other issue is the steering shaft interferes like right here. It's like that, and it doesn't let me maneuver it. I can lift the engine, which gives me a little bit more clearance, but then I'm at the struggle again where this guy isn't lined up and neither is that guy. So I am kind of irritated. I'm really struggling getting this guy on there, so For right now, I'm gonna switch gears because I want to do something productive. So we're gonna try to get the pilot bushing in. Let's see. I'm gonna do it the old school way with some bread. Hopefully it works. If not, I'm gonna go to O'Reilly's and actually get the tool to pull it out. I think last time, because this has been done once, bought the wrong transmission, so we're just gonna skip over that fact. Last time I think the bread didn't work, but I'm more hopeful now because it's kind of hot. And bread is $1. Renting the tool is more, so I don't want to do that. Just gonna hopefully just punch something for a little bit, get my frustrations out with this guy, because this right here, this is the one that I can't seem to do anything with. I'm having someone bring me some more hardware. It's a little bit more round, and hopefully that works a little bit better. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably not gonna work because it's gonna hit right here and it's not gonna go in. It's gonna just wing. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't want to pull the engine, but it's looking like that's probably gonna be the way that I have to install this header, and I really don't want to. Yep, let's go under the car and start shoving bread into the stuff. So let's go do that. We're gonna take some bread, shove it in that hole. Just start with little chunks and just stuff it in that sucker. So just take this guy and just start beating that bread into there. Just really get it in there. Just like so. Just really compact in that sucker. I'm gonna turn the camera off for a second because I'm gonna make a whole lot of noise, but you guys get the gist of it. Wonderful people. Look at that, headers are in. Driver's side gave me a battle, but they're all in. I don't know if you can see this nut right here. That one sucked to install. This one right here, this one also sucked to install. The one right over it, you can't really see it. Maybe? No. Yeah, there's another one over here on that side of the header. That one also sucked to install. And the one back there where the light is shining red on it, that one. That was the worst one of them all. It took me about all day to install them. The ones on the bottom weren't any better. That one right there, one of the ones on the bottom, that one was not terrible. Just kind of sucked to tighten. The one down here, you probably can't see it because of the lighting. One right there, it's under this basically. That one was decent to install. The one all the way on the end over here, that one was super easy to install. But all the other ones were terrible. They were all super hard to install. This side wasn't as bad. This side was a lot easier to install. And no idea why. Honestly, yes, I do. It's because all this stuff is in the way. But headers didn't go exactly as I planned. But that's all right, because we got the automatic pilot bushing out. The one for the manual is already in the transmission. Red did not work, so So go under here. Yeah, sucker's in. That's that bolt I was talking about right there. You can't really see it. That one was the only one that was kind of easy to install. That did not come out with bread, so I did go to O'Reilly's and actually get the tool. But now we get to install the stuff. It's so hot. Guys, it is so hot. I am melting. Say hi to the pup. Got anything to say? And now that we got all the tedious things out of the way, we can finally start doing cool things, like putting the flywheel on. This sucker is gonna be going in, and I already got my bolts with some Loctite on them. Make sure you put Loctite on them. I don't want to redo this job. Eventually I'll have to redo it, but for right now I don't want to. Redo it soon. Torque your stuff down. So we're just gonna lay everything down, kind of out of frame, sorry. Just gonna start bringing everything down under, and I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna set it up down under there. Bring you guys with me. We're gonna be putting the flywheel in here. You can see that notch right there. There is a notch on the flywheel that lines up with it. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with that. Almost knocked you guys over. Gotta make sure we're still in frame. All right, let's set you guys kind of off-centered a little bit because I need a little bit more space. Whoops. Take this guy right here, sit on there, and kind of lined up. Should probably get a light. Yeah, I'm gonna need a light because I can't see what I'm doing. All right, right on. I am almost dead on with that. I just gotta make sure that notch lines up, which looks like it was not lined up at all. Okay, I'm really struggling to get this sucker on here. But it looks like we're pretty lined up, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw a bolt through it. And it is not grabbing, so I'm gonna have to take the flywheel off and oh my goodness, there. I'm gonna have to polish this here because it looks like there's a little bit of like surface rust wanting to build up, so I'm just gonna clean it off with the wire brush. Double check this, make sure that's the right clearance, and then proceed from there. So, we got the flywheel installed and torqued down. Now we're putting in the clutch. Set that sucker in. Take the pressure plate and line this sucker up too. One more. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna throw a bolt in it because it's gonna fall out. Probably should have done one on the top instead of on the bottom, but you know, it is what it is. Can't really see what I'm doing. And these guys were gonna, it says to do it in steps to start at 11, but I'm just gonna go straight over to 29 because I don't have a torque wrench that goes that low, and I low-key just want to get this done so I can put the transmission in. Got sweat in my eye. It is hot under this car. You guys have no idea how hot it is under here. But now everything else should start going a lot smoother now that the headers are in. That was just the biggest pain. I think that's what not part one, but the first video I uploaded was basically just saying, hey, I'm fighting the crap out of these headers. I got them installed. So now I'm no longer fighting them. And hopefully everything just goes like butter. After this is torqued down, got my boy Evan here, who's gonna help me put the transmission in place, tighten everything down, and then I'm gonna throw the cats on and just keep working my way back till the drive shaft is in. Now we're just gonna torque those down. I'll see you guys in a second. It's a new day. We got the transmission in place. It's kind of in there. For some reason, it's not wanting to go all the way in. I think it's just the spline's not lining up. I was waiting this morning for Austin to show up, so I just threw on the intakes. Now, Austin is here. You can't see him because the sun is in his right behind him, but there's Austin.
What's up?
He's gonna help me put a transmission in the car because he works on Lambos and stuff. So
yeah. Well,
he's
this is a little bit easier.
He's also super tall, so like what, 9 feet tall?
Something like that.
So yeah, we're gonna try to get the transmission fully seated. It's not too far off. Let's see if I can adjust it. It's like right there, but the splines don't line up, so I've been struggling. Yesterday we had Evan over here trying to help me out, but just can't get it, so I'm gonna try to get it fully seated.
Oh, we're getting this, dude.
Hopefully.
No matter what, it's getting done.
Hopefully.
Not hopefully. It's happening.
But we're gonna try to stab that. There's really no good way for you guys to see me under there because I'm in the way for everything. So I'll set the camera down for a little bit. We're gonna struggle with the transmission, and I'll let you guys know when we put it in. Got the transmission in. Austin, she's just magical. Now we're just throwing this sucker in, shift knob on. They're gonna look like that. Kind of cool. Set this opposite side for a second. And there's one more bolt that we have to put in just because we can't reach it from the underside, and it's way up top. I debated on not putting it on just because I don't want to have to do this whenever I gotta change a clutch, but Austin said I need to put it on, so I'm gonna put it on. Maybe. I can't find where it goes. All right, well, I am putting this bolt in because I can't find where it goes. I'll show you guys what the inside of the car looks like. I don't know what I did with the remote. So, let's see if I can flip this camera around here in a second. This guy, the manual option comes with like a raised little thing, like here it's like about an inch taller. This one doesn't have that. So I got a big gap there. This guy, I was about to say I'm gonna do it right, but I'm not. I'm just gonna throw some self-tappers in each corner, call it a day right here, put a piece of sheet metal so I don't get dirt in here. It's kind of messy right now just because everything's in the way, but interior wise it's gonna look OEM as long as you don't look under it. We got, I guess you can't see it, the Chase Bay's clutch line here, and it's kind of drooping right now because I haven't finished connecting it, but it's gonna go right onto here with just a little pinch thingy bobber to hold it in place. And on the underside, it's gonna be on the W-brace that I'm gonna use to hold everything in place. This guy, I'm probably just gonna zip tie it low key, like right here. Call it a day. You know, I am so ready to put this car on the ground and turn it on. Got the headers in, it's getting close. This guy, I said I was gonna chop it, didn't chop it. I just put a rubber plug on there, so hopefully that stops scraping it. And what else is next on this car? I guess Driveshaft's about to go in, so we're gonna figure some of that stuff out real quick. Let's set you guys down in there so you can see what I'm doing. I don't have anything in position yet, so I'm gonna pause this and I'll come right back to you. All right, drive shaft is gonna go in. Dang, I should probably have taken all the plastic off of it. Oh well. We're gonna go in here and just spin it till it goes in. Go. And all this plastic crap's got to come off, so I'm just gonna do that right now. Would have probably been easier not being under the car, but you know, I'm already here. Don't cut towards yourself, cut towards your friends. Man, I didn't think any of this through. This knife is not doing anything to the saran wrap. Okay. Gotta keep the hat on because the hair's all crazy. We're just gonna line that up, throw a couple bolts into it. Another nut on there. And it's holding itself up pretty good. I don't have any of my tools by me because I didn't think any of this through. So we're just gonna do a couple of them right now. And it is so dang hot. I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to tell you guys today. I think it is 94, 95 degrees today. And in the shop under the car, it feels like it's maybe 120. So I'm definitely cooking up. You know, I feel like a egg right now, just boiling away. It probably would have been easier to keep this car in neutral, but I didn't because I didn't think any of this through and I lost a bolt. Oh man. Oh man. Let's see if I can get this guy to go in there. No, and now it is stuck between the U-joint over here. Ow, now my fingers are stuck. There we go. Alright, so if you guys plan on doing any sort of job, make sure you got everything organized so that you don't have to do stupid things like I am, where nothing is going your way because you didn't plan it out at all. Okay, could also be that I got the handbrake turned up. I think it's that. It's not letting me spin. Yeah, the car's in neutral, but the handbrake is up, so I gotta bring that down before I tighten these. But yeah, drive shaft is in. I think that's everything. There's one bolt that I couldn't find where it goes, and I'm probably not gonna throw it in just because I don't know where it goes. Maybe. Oh, I see where it goes. Probably should have not thrown that bolt. So yeah, if you guys have bolts left over, figure out where they go before you throw them. Now we're just gonna take the W-brace and start putting it on. But before I do that, I should probably take out all the screws where that W-brace goes, so that I don't have to struggle as much. Oh man, I don't have any tools here and everything is stuck. Alright, well, I'll see you guys when I'm starting to throw the W-brace on because I don't have anything on there. Big old dingus. Here's all the progress we've done so far. That guy's on, transmission's on, W-brace. Let's see if you guys can see it. I know his lighting is not great. Kinda. W-brace is not tightened up, but it's in here now. This guy, it was gonna be hitting here and the exhaust, so just zip tie it out of the way. And my clutch line, I'm gonna figure out how to make it hug right there and then along the body so that it's not rubbing up on any sharp corners. I was gonna zip tie it to the W-brace, but figured that might get in the way of the exhaust somehow. I still haven't put on the cats, so I still very likely could catch on the exhaust. I might end up having to do something like this, and then this line over here, just tuck it up out of the way. Haven't figured that out just yet, but cats are going to be going in next before I tighten this, so that in case I do have to mess with the clutch line, I could just drop this one side of the brace, maneuver it how I need to, and then, you know what, I might just run it through here. It's for a tie down, but realistically this car's probably not gonna go on a trailer that I care about securing it too much. I don't know. I might go through here and then just have to look for another spot to secure the car on a trailer. But I think this might be my best option. Just put a little bit of silicone on these hard edges so that it doesn't rub through. And then there's that black thing right there. That's supposed to be for the headers, or not the headers, for the cats to be held on in place. I'll be real honest with you guys, I have no idea how that goes on. I think it mounts to the transmission, but I don't have any bolts. I have a lot of bolts that I'm missing because I didn't put anything where it should have gone. And in my last unit, I just kind of rushed out of there because I didn't want to be in there no more. So this thing is no longer returning to center. There we go. Yep, now we're gonna reuse this wipe pipe, except for like, well, you guys can see it's pretty beat up. Everything on this exhaust is very, very beat up. There's a giant hole. There's that giant hole. And I don't know what I did with any of the hardware that I need, so I'm probably gonna call it here for today because it's kind of hot. Here's all the stuff that's still left to put on. Might just do the headers real quick just because they're 6 bolts and it's gonna give me a rough idea of what I need to do still. So those guys are gonna go on, and then I'm gonna be out of here. That's gonna be it for this video. We got a lot of progress on the car. We got the transmission installed, drive shaft, cats, W-brace. The rest of the exhaust is going to be going on soon. There is not much left on the car. Well, yes, there is, but there's not a lot to get it started. We just got to do a full fluid flush, a tune. I'll start it without the tune just because I'm not throwing on the big injectors just yet. Gotta make sure I have someone that tunes it first. Still gotta do brakes, O2 sensors, gotta get a new battery, sway bar end links. I need a front core support. Probably need a steering rack soon. But for right now, I mean, everything's been installed. We did a lot of stuff over the weekend. We made a lot of progress, and now it's just hopefully get it started next week and then put it on the ground, take it for its first test drive after it's been sitting for, I think, a little over a year. Figure out what all I forgot that is broken on the car, get all that situated. And now I'm just gonna go home, take a shower, go eat, and walk the dog. Right, Bella? Let's go. Come on. Everyone, say bye. Wow.